Alright, how's it going, guys? Dylan from If Cars Could Talk, and of course you see the insanity behind me. We saw it last night in the previous video, which I haven't edited, therefore you have not seen, so that doesn't help you much. But this is a really cool start just to walk around it. I have a little bit more information today than I did last night. Supposedly it's a McLaren F1 LM number 14. Originally, supposedly, the Sultan of Brunei's car sold to this guy. It was then painted from yellow to white, which is not exactly cheap, about $300,000 supposedly. And it's a little bit different from the normal F1 because you obviously have all the aerodynamic fixtures on it, like the spoiler, the front splitter, which does kind of contradict the point of this car, which was to be the fastest car in the world at 240 miles an hour. But with all these little fixtures, it really doesn't. The weight's a little more reduced, so the 0 to 60 is faster and the handling is better, but it's gonna have a slower top speed, most likely. But, I mean, I feel like I'm a little jaded right now. I should be crying like a little schoolboy, just the fact that this thing's in front of me, but I mean, this is just insanity. Here at Car Week, we're so jaded that we can't even see an F1. Now we have to see caravans of insane cars. But wow, unbelievably to start the day off with a McLaren F1. I ended up seeing a freaking Ariel Atom over here, thanks to my brother. Wow. And on top of that, it has to have a wrap, of course. Let's grab one of these. Get in the car. Alright. We got a Dawn here. We got a Viper there. And essentially, we are in the car again because it's day 2, as I said. And we are off to the houses at Pebble Beach on 17 Mile Drive. So these are basically the booths, so to speak, but they're in a house for each of the brands like AMG, Bentley, Rolls Royce. Sometimes they'll rent a house, sometimes they'll have, you know, little zones there that the car companies can rent, but they always have their craziest cars on display and new cars that are, well, ready to be unveiled. So we're gonna check it out, see if they let us in, and walk around a bit. All right, we are on foot right now at the Knights Inn. Not saying it's a bad hotel, but it's certainly not a Ritz-Carlton where you would see something like a Ford GT. Oh my God, here it is. A brand new Ford GT parked at literally a motel, and that's what I love about Monterey Car Week, because there's just simply no availability at these hotels and there are too many supercars. Now, something cool about this one, other than this crazy decal set, is it looks like it's actually signed by Mario Andretti, and it's been obviously covered by a clear bra. All right, it's about to get real. We are on 17 Mile Drive, a beautiful and quaint looking road, but this is the same place where I saw a 250 GTO last year and a chain of other crazy exotics. All right, guys, we've reached the bottom of the big hill, which essentially leads to, well, the Pebble Beach golf course, which is where the Concours d'Elegance is held each year. Now, as I mentioned, this is where all of, well, the houses are. And when I say house, oh my God, there's a yellow EB110. Sorry about that rude interruption with that Bugatti EB110, but basically we're outside of Casa Lee, which is a mansion, and essentially there's crazy cars outside of it. What else do I need to say? Let's take a look. They've been nice enough to let us park and be part of this collection, but let's do a walk around. Obviously we have a 356 Speedster over here, a Dino, a 365 Daytona, a beautiful Cobra, a DB5 Aston Martin, typically obviously the James Bond Aston Martin, beautiful Mercedes convertible, and then this is just outrageous. This is a Maserati Zagato, one of 2, and obviously you have the Zagato double hump trademark right here. We have another DB5 over here. My favorite car, the Carrera GT, a rare Ferrari, a rare Ferrari. This is just madness. And then this beautiful, beautiful house to surround it. I mean, who else wouldn't want, well, not only a house like this, but a collection like this as well. So this obviously always rotates as well. The cars change each year, even during the week. And a lot of guys just drive the cars in here, share them, talk about them, and they were nice enough to let us come. I am at the back of the house here. Hopefully I'm allowed to be here, but I am because I had to show you this. Not only is there a brand new Zagato sitting here, reminiscent of the old Zagato we see there, but there's an F50 casually sitting in the garage. Wow. All right, so that was insane. A mansion full of, well, mansion style cars, just the most crazy stuff, and they have it each year and they always rotate with other stuff. But right now we are kind of in the Pebble Beach golf course area, and this is where a lot of the houses are. You can see the AMG house here, and there's several houses along the line like Bentley, etc. And as I said, a lot of the villas up there get rented for the dealerships, or I mean the car companies. Wow, no way. All right, so we are in the thick of it, and there's a Cullinan on a hill, and it's blue. Wow, there's a bunch of Rolls Royces there. We got to check that out. So I guess they're letting us drive on the actual road here where all the Rollses are parked, so this is pretty cool. All right, you are joining me now at the Rolls Royce House booth area here in Monterey, and we thought we were special enough to park the car there. They actually directed us in, and I was like, wow, this is a bit pretentious of us, and we ended up getting kicked out. So let's sit in this Cullinan and talk about where we are. So right now, they are doing test drives all around. We have a lot of the really crazy cool cars here on display. They're all in like really nice pastel colors, which just kind of matched our car. This is unbelievable. So this is almost an Nardo gray. We're used to pinstripes here, but not necessarily here, so that's interesting. Also the orange accents following inside. But here's a cool little option that's new to the Cullinan. It's called the viewing seats, and essentially there are seats attached to the back of it. It's a $35,000 option. It's so that you can, well, I guess, watch your fancy polo matches from the back of your Rolls Royce. But look at this, look how these work.
Yeah, I mean, what are the
So this closes.
Yeah, I remember on the prototype, I thought it was really
These
cool.
come in.
Yeah, I thought it was just like...
So it's pretty awesome. But look at this lawn. All in these really vibrant pastel kind of colors. Almost a Tiffany green style here. An orange here. I feel like my eyes can't even pick up these colors, but they're all just contrasting wildly. White interior. Don't want to mess these up, but wow. And then yellow here. This is a black badge. Wraith in yellow. A ghost black badge, and then a dawn black badge. So they have all their black badge collection here. And then obviously a giant Cullinan on top of the hill where it should be. Look at that. This is hilarious. An off-roading Rolls Royce. We never thought we'd see the day. But wow, look at this. With the glass Spirit of Ecstasy as well. Sorry if I'm a bit jumbly all over here. Oh, there's our car, by the way. But it's just a mad mess of colorful Rolls Royces. And in addition to that, we have the new Phantom as well down there, which actually I saw this unveiled a couple years ago in a pretty vibrant color as well. And then this is a new package you can do with the Dawn. It's got almost a double hump here. It's clearly thousands of dollars, but it's really, really worth it. It's really unique. Almost has a speedster design you would see on a Porsche with that double hump at the back. Red, black, really cool. And is of course a black badge as well. All of these appear to be black badges. This is cool. I want to see if I can steal some snacks. I'm hungry. Alright guys, so this Rolls Royce event just got crazier because not only do we get to look at these amazing cars, we're getting to drive in one. That's right, we're gonna get a Cullinan for about half an hour to cruise around. There it is.
The garage space with the big thing. Yeah, see the black window.
So this is the car in question. A black Cullinan with red pinstripes. My brother calls it the Black Widow.
Well, this is a Magello color.
Oh!
Super, so yeah, just under there.
God forbid you have to close your own door.
So yeah.
Wow, look at these sunroofs. Unbelievable. And then this button opens everything up. Tray table and TV. So beautiful. It's literally forests all around us.
Yeah,
and then the ocean to the right.
a single cloud in the sky.
Oh my God.
And he didn't believe me, so I'll show you.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, that's San Diego.
Hey guys, we are on 17-mile drive right now. Famous road in Monterey. Very long, 17 miles. And it's full of an ocean view, which is awesome. You see a lot of cool cars parked here.
On the press launch.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that view. So I have that awesome view of the Spirit of Ecstasy. Casually just sitting there. Good smile.
Still good?
Oh my God, sorry to have the camera in your
No,
hand.
you're right, dude.
I just asked him how many miles are on this because it smelled new, and there are 35. That's hilarious. Well, that was a pretty awesome experience. Now, I don't really do reviews. I think there's enough opinions out there, but just to give you kind of synopsis of what I felt, because it was hard to kind of talk inside. It's weird because you have the usual Rolls Royce format, layout, interior, anything like that, but you're higher up, so it's familiar yet different. Incredibly quiet as usual, really fast and responsive. It's got that twin turbo V12 now, over 600 pound-feet of torque, over 500 horsepower, and it looks cool. It's hard for me to get used to. I don't know if it's the Rolls Royce SUV is for me, but it was incredibly generous of them to let us drive around it. Alright, so they are rolling this because it's apparently about to go to the racetrack right now. Obviously Laguna Seca, famous raceway here in Monterey. And well, I don't envy these guys. This is a precious car and it's very low. And look at this angle. Unbelievable. Alright, so just finished off at Rolls Royce. Did a little interview with me, just kind of regarding, I guess, some research on what my thoughts were on the brand, where they should go, what they should do. Hopefully I helped. Take photos. Wow. Oh my God. All right guys, I am now at the Bentley House, and well, they're celebrating 100 years of Bentley, aka that amazing statue of flowers over there. Obviously last year I was here before my appendix decided to kill on me. I was able to drive the new GTC and GT, unbelievable cars, and now this year they have the new Spur, which I think is finally sharp enough and pretty enough to want to urine after every single night. Let's take a look quickly around it and then we'll go inside of it. Obviously the updated tail lights, along with the new design language with the new GT. The awesome new detailed interiors with all the quilting and all these wonderful little things inside. Ugh. Incredibly cool interior. And now here are all the GTs. Just look at that cool window line. And here obviously, oh wow, what a beautiful color. Here is the new GTC. I don't want to get in everyone's photos here. But the thing I kind of like about it is we obviously have the bigger GTC, and because it's older, and this one's just finally slimmed down a bit more. It's more sporty, it's more of a sports car. Kind of lies between that luxury sports segment a little bit better. Guys, so this is kind of the bespoke structure created for the Bentley House, and let's be honest, it's basically made out of Bentley wood. Look at that. That's hilarious. Quite a beautiful structure. I mean, this is epic. And just look at this area. All the Bentley scattered. You got the mansion. And you got this science fiction looking thing. With the different packages you can choose. Obviously predestined with colors that are chosen better than what you probably could choose. And even look at this. Look at the detail work in this wood, the inlay. Unbelievable. Obviously for Mulliner, as it says. Some stitch work you can do, carpets, different paints. Here's what the leather feels like, even though you can't feel it. Alright guys, so we're just in the parking garage of where we left our car. You know I love parking garages. Not gonna really mess with this too much, but there's a Ferrari Testarossa under the cover of this. Isn't that unbelievable? Wow. I mean, Monterey is just outrageous. Jesus Christ. Show you a little peeking number right there, but Jesus, unbelievable. All right, we've decided to go down the parking garage a little bit more, and oh my God, the Abarth.
Okay, we're good for that.
Oh my God. Sorry, I just stepped on my brother's toe because I'm just... Look at this, guys. Quite a significant Porsche sitting here, the Abarth, in perfect condition. Saw this driving around, as you guys know. And a Barchetta 550, a rare car, a very impractical convertible. This roof apparently would fly off at certain speeds, so it's a good thing they have it off. And of course it's a manual. The 550s in the beginning were all manuals. 575s is when we started going to paddle shifters. This is obviously a 550, kind of a funky version they made. Cool seeing the Rolls Royce to Rolls Royce angle over here. I love drop heads. I mean, the contradiction of having something this big being a convertible is just awesome. This is the epitome of like old school luxury you would see like in those old Bentleys. And then last, what a cool car. God, I love these. What a wild car. Alright, so just as we come up that parking garage where there was a Testarossa and an Abarth Porsche, there's a Koenigsegg at the top of it. Roadster. Unbelievable, dude. This is just crazy. This metallic orange with all the carbon fiber contrast. The roof missing. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Unbelievable. Look at that fixed spoiler.